Get me an attorney. Bring an attorney in here. Oh, yeah, really? Okay. Tell us who the y'all.
The suspect physically assaulted and beat the elderly gentleman.
Had to completely make sure that he was immobilized.
He was kicking him to the point where he lost his life.
We've been doing this a long time. Just be honest. You want us to sit there and believe that you didn't do nothing wrong? There's no blood in the grass, cuz.
And that was when everything changed.
All right, buddy. Like I said, I'm Marcus, this is Jason. Yeah. Okay. How do you spell your first name? Christian, as in like the religion?
When he was first brought into the sheriff's department, he was very cooperative. Actually seemed like he enjoyed being in the sheriff's department.
Could I put these handcuffs on? No. I'm going to read you your rights. Just, I don't know if you ever had that, watched it on TV, but... Oh, yeah. I'm pretty good. Okay. It's pretty personal.
I think he was trying to impress us that he's been through this before. I wasn't too impressed by him.
It's late, man. You all having a long night? Yeah. I feel it.
There were independent witnesses calling into 911 reporting that there was a young man involved in a road rage incident and he physically assaulted and beat an elderly gentleman. The suspect had fled on a dirt bike type motorcycle.
We were later directed toward Christian. My whole goal is to make them feel comfortable, treat them like a human being, see if I can get them to talk. Maybe we had the wrong person in the seat.
I am absolutely watching his body language, what he's doing with his hands, whether or not he is sweating. If he ever folds his arms up, it shows that he's being very evasive. But I did not notice any of those behaviors.
I called you, you graciously answered the phone, asked you to come in, you was like, yeah, absolutely. Just be honest. Okay? Oh yeah, I'm going to be 100 with you, bro.
Everyone that comes in, they're not going to tell you the truth right up front. I just want to plant that seed. Just be honest.
Tell us what happened tonight. Me and my buddies, we were riding, and all of a sudden, this guy in this truck just pulled up behind me. He wouldn't go by me, he just kept riding my ass. Basically, I stopped for a second, and he started getting all mad and getting out of the car and everything. I was like, I don't want trouble and anything. And he put his hands around my neck. And there was a thorough ass beating after that.
That part of the interview was the first time he slipped up.
It was at this moment that I had realized he was not being completely truthful with us.
As he heard himself say that is when he kind of flipped it. Well, actually, it was self-defense.
Honestly, I feel like I was in self-defense though, because he really did attack me first.
Somebody that's in self-defense mode would not give a thorough ass beating.
So I got him off me, and I hit him in the face a few times. He started to like stumble down. I kept hitting him, and I was telling him to please stay down before I have to hurt you more. Like, I really don't like hurting people, but he was gonna hurt me. So I just had to completely make sure that he was immobilized.
You can't jump to conclusions. You just gotta hear him out. But that made me believe at that moment he was the one that put his hands on Mr. McFarlan, and it was more than just self-defense.
You all about to lock me up? No. Well, we need you to be completely honest with everything. Oh, I'm being completely honest with you guys. Okay. Not being completely honest with everything. Do you realize there was an event at the church when this whole thing took place? You were so angry you did not realize who was around, who was watching, who was listening. It's better than catching it on video because you have witnesses who don't even know you. Your story is not even close to what these witnesses, these poor folks, saw. Not true.
I did not know what the witnesses saw. I didn't talk to them. That was just throwing something out there to see if it stuck.
Can I get an attorney in here? What's that? Can I get an attorney in here? It's up to you. I'd like one right now.
He realizes that he's in over his head at this point, and he requests an attorney. And that was when everything changed. As soon as somebody asks for an attorney, we are to end all questioning at that point, and we respected that.
Oh, hell yeah.
I never had it on before.
Yeah, you're gonna have him on now.
He was shackled to the floor in the Detective Bureau room because he was now definitely being detained for the safety of Christian, for the safety of the investigators.
Do you think that's cool?
What's cool?
Having those on?
He knows he did something wrong. Some of his little high-pitched voice, or like when he made the comment about the cuffs, he's scared.
You walked up in here and you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
Would you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not, because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand?
I will file a complaint on
Go ahead, do it. Go ahead. Go give me my lawyer.
I knew that he had to have some rage inside of himself just based on how evasive he was being, and by me calling him out and questioning him, it brought that out of him, and he showed his true self in that moment during the interview.
And you want us to sit there and believe that you're just driving down the road on your ATV and this guy's honking his horn and you didn't do nothing wrong?
Hey, he also put his hands around
Okay, so you're going to say that so all these other witnesses saw what happened. We're doing a search warrant at your house right now.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Yeah.
While we're sitting there doing the interview, we're getting updates. So our sergeant on scene was like, hey, one of the deputies noticed blood on one of the cars in the garage.
The bike is coming out of the garage right now, the blood all in the garage, everything. We have it all.
There's no blood in the garage, cuz.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You slipped up, buddy.
Get me an attorney. Bring an attorney in here. Oh, yeah, really? Okay. Tell us who the out of y'all.
The only time we're required to get them an attorney is if we proceed with criminal charges. They can then request a public appointed attorney when they're in front of the judge.
Y'all bro.
Christian was left in the room roughly 30 minutes alone. Detective Glover and I were following up with deputies and investigators that were at the scene that were executing the search warrant and trying to find out additional information from the hospital on the severity of the victim's injuries.
He's very fidgety. I mean, we've had people sit there and go to sleep. We have people sit and scream, ask for us every 2 seconds. But, I mean, he's very restless.
Somebody is always monitoring the individual in the room.
Good looks, man. I appreciate it, bro.
We thought about it and it's like, hey, let's give him his phone and see who he calls. Christian's an 18-year-old kid in the sense that he calls his dad.
You wanna know something that got me super up? Well, right now I am in the Kent County Police Department. They had me chained to the floor, and they were refusing me to give me an attorney.
I don't have to get you one license or anything.
And then he calls his mother.
They took your boots.
Wait, they took my boots? What boots?
Your blue ones because they have blood all over them. This is not going over well for you at all.
He probably didn't realize he had blood on his boots, but there was blood on his boots. He was just deflated.
We had independent witnesses that had provided information that he had been wearing those boots and that he had been severely kicking the victim when the victim was down on the ground.
When I saw that piece in the other room, it was like, yeah, we got the right guy. We just need to put this whole thing together.
The decision was made. Christian was going to be released at the end of the interview.
Took pictures of his hands and took pictures of his neck, and we released him.
The victim eventually did succumb to the injuries that he sustained that night.
He was more than just punching, he was kicking, and he injured him to the point where he lost his life.
Christian was ultimately charged with second-degree homicide.
Christian showed up at the trial. I mean, he was clean cut, had a suit on, and the jury's looking, and then they see this interview that took place on his night at 1 o'clock in the morning. He had a different persona about himself.
Go give me my lawyer. Get me an attorney. Bring an attorney in here. Oh, yeah, really? Okay. Tell us who the out of y'all.
It just set the stage for the jury to see what kind of young man this really was.
This case came together pretty quick based on witnesses interviewing people, the motorbike and the ATV, and some bloody clothes.
And the jury came back with a guilty verdict, and Christian was sentenced to prison in the Michigan Department of Corrections for 22 plus years.